Assalamu alaikum everyone. In this video we're going to continue with the percentages, and now we'll be talking about simple and compound interest. So let's get started. In such questions you'll be able to get very much details. For example, you will have the amount of deposited in a bank or anywhere. Even if you get loans or save money, you can use these interest formulas. So, and then there will be also given you a percentage per annum, like each year how many percentage is counted on that deposit, and also the number of years, like how many years are there. And yeah, so when you see this topic interest, you have to think of two types. One is called simple interest and the other one is called compound interest. So they both have different formulas. Let's start with the simple first. Simple, just like the name, of course the formulas isn't really hard as well. So the interest formula for simple interest is the amount you deposited times the rate per year, and also the number of years, like kitne saal hue, we say that as T. Easy. And how about sometimes they may not just ask you the interest, they may ask you the word called amount. This amount, okay, that is called the total amount actually, and that includes the original deposited money plus the whole interest. If that is the case, if they ask you this thing, you can first find out the interest using this formula, or you can do it together. After that interest, just plus the original P. Okay, P refers to the principal, the original amount you deposited. So if you have to find the total amount called A, then you do it this way. Okay, easy. But mostly for simple interest, they just ask you the common interest, nothing more, because it's like no use asking you too many information for the simple interest. But for the compound interest, actually they can ask you a lot of things because the formula is a little bit complicated. You need to be very careful when clicking calculators, so they do ask you more things about it. So the formula for compound interest, if you just have to find the interest, it will be for compound interest the original amount 1 plus r percentage over the n times t n minus p. Wow, that's a lot, right? Well, let me do it one by one. P is the original amount you deposited, R is the rate per annum or per year, and N does not mean the number of years here. I'm sorry, I'm not using these formulas directly because for me T is the number of years. But then N here refers to how many times was it compounded each year. For example, if they tell you compounded yearly, then here in N you will use 1, because you just have to think how many years are there in 1 year. Duh, year, so it's 1. And if they ask you half yearly, then you have to think in 1 year how many half years are there. Yep, 2, because each 6 months is 1 half year, so that 12 months, so 2 times. Okay, you'll write 2 here, 2 here. And if they ask you quarterly, how many quarters are there in 1 year? Well, the word itself is quarter, right? So you will have to be using 4. Okay, each 3 months is called 1 quarter. Or they can even ask you seasonally, how many seasons are there in 1 year, according to like the common worlds, common countries. Yes, it is 4. Of course in Hong Kong we don't even feel like 4 seasons, but then still in maths we have to write 4. Okay, and then how about monthly? How many months are there in 1 year? Yes, 12. So you have to write 12 here as well. Duh. And how about, this is about the interest, right? How about if they ask you about the total amount? Well, just like the above one, the simple interest, the total amount includes the original P plus the whole interest. Okay, so that will be this thing and then plus 1 more P. And see, if I plus 1 more P, what does it become here? Minus P plus P. E, that is cancelled. So that's why the total amount will be using this formula. Easy peasy? Yes, actually it is easy. Okay, then let's try doing some of the questions to see if you really get it. Okay, just remember these two formulas. Please write it in your notebook or anywhere. It's very useful actually. So here, I hope you can see the questions clearly. Okay, number 1. There is a sum of 60,000 deposited. So that is our P. Okay, we get it. P is 60,000. And then R is 5%. Years are 2. And then we have to use compounded quarterly. So N is 4. And we have to find the total amount. Yeah. So that in that case, let's write the whole formula first. For the amount formula, it will be 60,000 1 plus the R percentage over how many compounded per year? 4. 2 times 4. Do we have to minus P here? Well, we just have to find the interest, right? So we do not have to find the minus the P. Okay, that is how we do it. So let's do it one by one actually. For my practice, actually I do it one step by one step. I do this 5% first. Let me just click it for you. 5%. Okay, and then exit. I get this 0.05. And the next step I will do is divide by 4. So I do that, divide by 4. You get this. And then I will do this plus 1. Plus 1. I get this. And then I'll be doing this power. 2 times 4 is 8. So I also do that, power 8. And I get this. And then in the last, I'll be doing 60,000 times with 60,000. And then I should be able to get this one. 66269. Okay, that is your final answer. And we'll continue the rest in next video.